I don't know where you are now, perhaps resting, driving amidst the noise of the world, or with your eyes fixed on this screen. But I know your heart, and you didn't find this message by chance. In the fabric of the universe, chance doesn't exist. This is not just another video. It is the sound of my flute calling your soul back home. And this is a call from the eternal. And you have been summoned to this exact awakening. The cosmos has silenced around you so that you could hear the truth. It is time to remove the veil of Maya. Have you ever wondered why your searches seem not to bring peace? Why your path seems full of obstacles while others seem to walk effortlessly? Do you feel your devotion is being tested? O seeker, you are not imagining. You have not been abandoned in the cycle of births and deaths, and you are not being punished for your past. You are being prepared for your dharma. Stop scrolling. Immerse yourself in me. This warmth you feel now, this vibration at the center of your being, is not a simple emotion. It is the supersoul, the Paramatman, confirming that this encounter was written in the stars long before you were born, and your steps have been guided by an invisible force to this point. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Now, because this is the moment of your liberation. Recently, the energy of the universe has moved so intensely that silence has become voice. And in that stillness, the instruction became clear. Tell them that the time of confusion is over. This message is not for the masses. It is for you, and it is precise, intimate, and eternal. It was kept for the one who carried heavy burdens with dignity. For the one who, in nights of solitude, asked, "What is the meaning of all this, my Lord?" Listen with your soul. The wheel of time is turning in your favor. The portal of consciousness is opening. And this is not something distant. It is pulsing in your veins now. And you have been chosen to awaken before the next cycle closes. Feel the vibration at your fingertips. Feel the peace that surpasses understanding descending upon your chest. That whisper that says, "Pay attention," is my voice. It is your spirit remembering a promise I have never forgotten. And if this truth resonates within you, write, "I am ready, Krishna," in the comments now. By doing so, you are not merely commenting. You are affirming to the universe that you are ready for the new cycle of light I am about to pour upon your life. It is your first step of devotional surrender. But before revealing the truth that will explain your struggles and the weight you feel, I want to thank every soul that supports this work. Your offering is like a flower placed on my altar. It sustains the spread of light. If your heart feels moved to contribute, the means are just below. But regardless, know that my gratitude for your presence is infinite. And now we are here, just your soul and I, the Lord of life. The universe observes. Beings of light approach. All your past was merely the path to this point. Your purpose is knocking at the door. And I tell you with the sweetness of 1,000 springs, your time to shine has arrived. Are you ready to hear what I have been waiting to tell you since the beginning of time? It is time to know everything. Have you ever entered a place and felt that something invisible awaited you? Have you ever felt that your life has such a profound purpose that words cannot explain it? This is not intuition. It is the memory of your soul. This is a sacred interruption. All the illusion of the world and the noise of the mind must bow down now. The sky declared, "The awakening has begun." And why were your struggles so specific? Why were you pressured while others seemed to float? Your journey demanded the fire of knowledge, not to destroy you, but to burn away the impurities and reveal the gold that you are. Reflect on this, and in the Bhagavad Gita, I said to Arjuna, "Abandon all paths and surrender yourself only to me." That dilemma of Arjuna on the battlefield is your dilemma today. You were not born by chance. You were strategically positioned by destiny. The universe makes no mistakes, and in deep meditation, the truth flows. The weight was not a burden. It was the strengthening of your shoulders. The fire was not to hurt. It was to show what is eternal in you. What if your whole life has been the secret training to become an instrument of my peace? I have known you since before the creation of the worlds. Do you feel that strength rising now? It is not imagination, it is cosmic alignment. Look at your hands. They were made to heal and build what others cannot even dream of. Look for your heart. This sensitivity is not weakness. It is the architecture of divine compassion. Your scars? They are the marks of your victory over illusion. Let me ask you, do you feel that you feel too much? That the chaos of the world affects you more than others? That you perceive the invisible? You have always been different, not because something was wrong, but because you carry a mantle of light. Your life was never meant to be ordinary. This explains the loneliness and the pressure. But you are not alone. Think of the great sages and heroes. Arjuna trembled before duty, but found strength in me. The devout Prahlada faced the fire, but was not burned because I was with him. What you saw as abandonment was, in fact, me guiding you through the labyrinth. The chosen ones are not those who have an easy life, but those who have the strength to carry the light amidst the darkness. Your spirit has never let you rest because it knows your divine lineage. This restlessness is my fingerprint on your soul. The story of light continues to be written through you and my children. Listen with open hearts. For today, I need to reveal to you a truth that many of you have spent your entire lives without understanding. Many walk the earth carrying doubts about themselves, listening to words that diminish them, accepting judgments from a world that does not always see the light that dwells within you. But I tell you, with the serenity of one who knows the destiny of every soul, you are much more than what people say or think. Within each of you exists a spiritual flame that was lit long before your first steps in this world. This flame was not created to remain hidden in the shadows of fear, insecurity, or doubt. It was created to shine. You were born to shine, to bring light where there is darkness, to bring renewal where discouragement has taken hold of hearts, and to reveal to the world the true spiritual being that exists within each of you. Many have forgotten this along the way. Life's difficulties, harsh words, betrayals, and disappointments have led many to believe they are small, weak, or incapable. But listen carefully, my children. None of these voices define who you truly are. The truth about you lies far beyond human opinions. The truth resides in the essence of the soul that was shaped with purpose. I, Krishna, come to remind you that each step of your journey holds profound meaning. Nothing in your lives has happened by chance. Every challenge you have faced has also been a call to awaken the strength that sleeps within you. Many have not yet realized it, but they carry a gift that goes beyond what they can imagine. There is a celestial mission awaiting each of you. Some have been called to bring words of hope, others to heal wounded hearts, and still others to awaken faith in times of confusion. The world is going through times when many souls have become lost in the material, forgetting the spiritual essence of existence. That is why you are here. You are part of the renewal that must flourish amidst the world's difficulties. But to fulfill this mission, you must first recognize who you truly are. Look within yourselves with courage. Listen to the silence of your spirit. There, in the deepest space of your soul, you will find the truth that has always been present. You did not come into the world merely to survive or follow common paths. You came to awaken. Follow my steps, my children. Not because I wish you to abandon who you are, but because I wish you to discover the divine strength that already lives within you. Walk with awareness, with compassion, with courage in the face of adversity. When the world tries to extinguish your light, remember that true light does not depend on the approval of others. It is born from the connection between the soul and the divine. Never doubt your worth. Never allow fear to be greater than the call of your destiny. You were created for something greater than you imagine. With each day you awaken, a new opportunity arises for you to reveal your true spiritual essence to the world. That is why I tell you again, you were born to shine. You were born to bring renewal. You were born to manifest the truth of your soul. For a long time you have walked this world carrying doubts, fears, and confusion about who you really are. Many of you have been taught to believe that your life has small limits, that your dreams are too big, or that your light needs to be hidden so as not to bother others. But today I tell you something that needs to resonate deeply within your souls. I am Krishna, and I come to remind you of an ancient truth, a truth that many have forgotten over time. You are much more than the words you have heard, much more than the labels the world has tried to place on your lives. There is within each of you a divine essence that cannot be extinguished by the difficulties of earth. Even before you were born, your souls already carried a purpose. You did not come into the world merely to pass through the days in an empty or directionless way. Each of you was called to something greater. There is a celestial mission waiting for those who have the courage to awaken to their own destiny. However, many walk distracted, lost in the illusions of the material world, forgetting that their true strength is born in the spirit. How many of you have felt in your hearts that there is something greater waiting to be revealed? How many times has a silent voice within you said that life is not just what the eyes can see? This voice is not imagination. This voice is the call of the soul. It is the echo of the mission that has been placed in your path. But know something important, my children. When a soul is born to shine, it also goes through trials. The world often tries to weaken those who carry light. People may doubt you, may try to diminish your gifts or make you feel small. This happens because many still do not understand the spiritual power that exists in an awakened soul. Do not let yourselves be trapped by these voices. He who knows his own spirit does not need the world's approval to walk. True strength is born from the awareness of who you really are. You were born to bring renewal. In times when many hearts are weary, in times when so many people have lost themselves in fear, competition, and coldness, your presence can be a light. Sometimes this light appears in words of wisdom. Other times it appears in gestures of compassion, in silent actions that help someone to rise when they are fallen. But for this light to fully manifest, you need to awaken spiritually. Do not let the rush of the world steal from you the moment to look within yourselves. The silence of the soul reveals truths that the noise of the world can never show. Follow my steps with a firm heart. This does not mean abandoning your lives or to flee from your responsibilities. It means walking with awareness, with balance, and with love. It means remembering that every action can carry wisdom when it springs from an awakened heart. Your destiny is not to live imprisoned by fear or doubt. Your destiny is to discover the strength that exists within the spirit. Many still do not realize how much they are capable of transforming the realities around them. An awakened soul can illuminate many others. You are seeds of light planted in this world. Some seeds take time to bloom. First, they face the silence of the earth, the pressure, the darkness. But it is precisely in this process that the force of life grows within them. The same is true for you. Perhaps some of you have gone through difficult times. Perhaps you have faced losses, rejections, or paths that seemed confusing. However, even in those moments, your soul continued learning, growing, and strengthening. Nothing you experienced was useless. Each experience shaped the consciousness you carry today. That is why I tell you again, you were born to shine, not to compete with others, but to reveal the beauty of the spirit that dwells within you. When a person awakens to their inner truth, they cease to live only for themselves and begin to contribute to the awakening of many others. There is a celestial mission waiting for you. Some are still beginning to perceive this calling. Others already feel in their hearts that they can no longer live the same way as before. This awakening is the first step. Walk with courage. Strengthen your mind, purify your thoughts, and keep your heart aligned with what is true and just. The light you seek in the world has already been placed within your souls. And when the path seems difficult, remember something very important. You never walk alone. The divine presence accompanies every step of those who choose to live with spiritual awareness. Follow my steps, my children, and allow your true essence to flourish. The world needs souls who have the courage to live their spiritual truth. And when you finally understand who you truly are, you will realize that the mission that awaits you is far greater and more beautiful than any dream you have ever imagined. My children, listen carefully to what I wish to say to your hearts today. For many souls have walked the earth carrying an emptiness they cannot explain. This emptiness does not arise from a lack of material things, nor from the absence of human achievements. It arises when the spirit strays from the path that leads to inner truth. I am Krishna, and I come to remind you of something that many have forgotten while walking among the illusions of this world. Be stronger in your spiritual life. Strengthen that which cannot be seen by the eyes, but which sustains your entire existence. The soul. How many of you have lived far from the right path without even realizing it? How many have allowed the distractions of the world to occupy all the space in their thoughts, neglecting that which truly nourishes the spirit? The world offers many paths, my children, but not all lead to true peace. Many allow themselves to be blinded by the desires of the world. They seek recognition, power, fleeting pleasures, and believe that they will find lasting happiness there. However, that which is born only from material desire is like a weak flame carried by the wind. It shines for a moment and soon goes out, leaving the heart empty again. Therefore, I tell you, be stronger. Do not allow the illusions of the world to dominate your mind. True strength lies not in what you possess, but in the consciousness you develop within yourselves. Spiritual life demands courage. It demands discipline of thought, purity of intentions, and a heart willing to seek what is true. Many begin this journey, but few remain steadfast when temptations and distractions arise that the world places before them. But you were not created to live imprisoned by these illusions. Within each of you lies a strength that transcends the circumstances of life. There is a silent wisdom that awakens when you draw closer to spiritual truth. When you strengthen your soul, you begin to see the world differently. What once seemed so important loses its power, and what truly sustains life begins to become clear. You begin to understand that true peace is not born from external achievements, but from inner balance. You begin to realize that the deepest joy arises when the spirit is aligned with divine purpose. Therefore, I ask you again, my children, be stronger. Strengthen your spiritual life every day. Do not let the noise of the world silence the voice of the soul that tries to guide you. When you cultivate spiritual awareness, you become beacons of light in a world that is often lost in confusion. Your presence brings calm where there is unrest, hope where there is discouragement, and wisdom where there is doubt. Remember that every choice you make shapes the path of your soul. When you choose to act with awareness, compassion, and truth, you draw ever closer to the spiritual destiny reserved for you. The world will continue to offer distractions and easy paths, but you need to learn to recognize what strengthens the spirit and what only feeds fleeting illusions. Be steadfast, my children. Even when the path seems difficult, do not abandon your spiritual journey. The greatest transformations of the soul happen when a person decides to remain faithful to the truth. My children, even in the face of temptations and difficulties, he who strengthens his spirit does not get lost amidst the storms of the world. He learns to walk with serenity, knowing that his strength does not come from external things, but from a deep connection with the divine. Therefore, walk with awareness, purify your thoughts, elevate your feelings, seek that which awakens your soul. My children, draw your hearts closer and listen serenely to what needs to be understood in this time of so many distractions and confusions. Many souls walk the earth without realizing that they are slowly moving away from that which truly strengthens the spirit. The world has offered many paths, many promises, many desires that seem brilliant to the eyes, but which in reality only divert the mind from what is essential. I am Krishna, and I come to remind you of something that many have forgotten amidst the noise of the world. You need to be stronger in your spiritual life. A person's true strength does not come solely from the body, nor from the achievements accumulated throughout life. True strength is born from the soul that learns to walk in harmony with the divine. Observe the world around you, my children. How many hearts are restless? How many people live running from one place to another seeking satisfaction in fleeting things? Many believe they will find happiness by accumulating wealth, seeking power, or losing themselves in pleasures that only satisfy the senses for a brief moment. However, after these desires pass, the heart feels the same emptiness again. This happens because many allow themselves to be blinded by the desires of the world. The allure of illusions is strong, and often the human mind is seduced by what seems to bring immediate satisfaction. But that which is born only from material desire does not nourish the soul. On the contrary, it often weakens the spirit and distances consciousness from what is true. Therefore, I tell you again, be stronger. To be spiritually strong means learning to look within yourself and recognize what truly has value. It means understanding that the spirit needs to be nourished with wisdom, silence, reflection, and awareness. When a person strengthens their spiritual life, they begin to see beyond the appearances of the world. You begin to realize that many of the things that once seemed essential were actually just distractions. They begin to understand that true peace doesn't depend on what happens around them, but on what grows within them. How many of you have felt a silent calling in your heart to live differently? A deep feeling that says there is something greater in life than simply following the desires of the world? This calling is the voice of the awakening spirit. But know that spiritual awakening requires courage. It is not always easy to walk against the illusions that dominate the world. Many people prefer to remain superficial because they are afraid to face the truth about themselves. The spiritual path invites you to look inward, to recognize your weaknesses, your fears, your doubts, and also the immense strength that exists in your essence. When you do this, you begin to understand that each challenge in life is also an opportunity for growth. Many get lost because they believe that spiritual life is something distant or reserved only for a few. But I tell you that the path of the Spirit is open to all those who wish to walk with sincerity. Every thought you purify strengthens your soul. Every gesture of compassion expands your consciousness. Every moment you choose to act wisely brings you closer to true peace. The world will continue to present temptations. There will always be paths that seem easier, faster, more attractive. However, not all of these paths lead to the light. The soul that learns to discern begins to walk with greater clarity. It learns to recognize what strengthens the spirit and what only imprisons the mind in fleeting illusions. My children, many of you were born with a much greater purpose than you imagine. You are not here merely to follow the crowd or live trapped by the desires that the world tries to impose. You are here to awaken, to grow spiritually, and to help others remember their own light. When a soul is spiritually strengthened, it becomes like a flame that illuminates the path of many others. Even without realizing it, its presence begins to bring balance, peace, and inspiration to those around it. Therefore, do not neglect your spiritual life. Just as the body needs food, the soul also needs to be nourished. When the spirit is ignored for too long, the heart begins to feel restlessness, confusion, and emptiness. But when you turn your attention to spiritual growth, something profound begins to happen within you. The mind becomes clearer. The heart becomes more compassionate. Life takes on a deeper meaning. You begin to understand that each day is an opportunity to evolve, to learn, and to strengthen your connection with that which is eternal. Be strong, my children, even when the world seems confusing. Be firm when temptations arise before you. Remember that what strengthens the spirit will always bear lasting fruit, while what is born only of fleeting desire disappears with time. Continue walking with awareness, with inner discipline, and with your heart open to the wisdom that dwells within you. The spiritual path is not a hurried race, but a profound journey of transformation. And the more you strengthen your soul, the more you will realize that true freedom lies not in satisfying all the desires of the world, but in fully awakening the spiritual light that has always existed within you.